Hey guys, how's it going? No live chat today. We are just going to do a short pre-recorded video today. Live chat will return tomorrow, so make sure you guys there's loads to talk about. I literally just couldn't wait till tomorrow to talk about this single digit thing. I've been sort of sitting on it for a while because I've been wanting to wait until Wednesday, and then plans have changed. So anyway, I'm going to give you guys my initial thoughts. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I do want to talk about the single-digit announcements, in particular at the quarterback position, because I think that holds some significance. Obviously, the main story that we've all been talking about, and that has been a big part of every show that I've done this offseason, has been about the quarterback position, who's going to be the starter, what's everybody's thinking, so on and so forth. So, Owen McCown was voted one of the 210 numbers, so he's going to be number 2. The 210 holds significance. It's not the San Antonio, but it holds significance because those are the guys who received the most votes from the entire team. So the players have spoken that, Owen McCown is one of the guys, is the guy that they're hitching their wagon behind from the quarterback position. And to me, I think when you have something like that, and in the midst of a quarterback battle or a position battle, to me, the locker room is kind of raising their hand and saying, he's our guy, right? He's our guy. Coach Traylor, he's not going to go against what the team is clearly saying. He's going to say that trust me, he's going to say that it's still an ongoing battle. And in a lot of ways it is. I'll get to that in a moment. He's not like lying about that at all. It's actually the truth. It's an ongoing battle, but I am very, very certain that Owen McCown is going to walk out there and take the first snaps on August the 31st against Kennesaw State, unless some sort of injury or something happens or something like that, which we'll knock on wood to make sure we don't jinx any of that. But he'll be the quarterback that's going to roll out, and I think the players have spoken and said that. What the players also said, too, though, is that they do trust Owen McCown, Eddie Lee Marburger, because Eddie Lee was also voted a single-digit number. I think he's going to be rocking at number 9. So what it shows is the team has faith in both guys. And I think from the coach's standpoint, too, that's a good thing as well, because you also got to look at they need to have 2 guys and 2 quarterbacks ready to go, especially in a situation wherever you're losing a star quarterback that's been there for a long time and you're introducing a new quarterback into the fold, right? Why I say the quarterback position battle may not necessarily be over, even though I say Owen McCown, I think it's pretty clear that he's going to take the first snaps. It's not over because, as I said before, and I've said this all throughout the offseason, we have only seen a small sample size of both guys. You can't take what we've seen from them last season, which they were thrown in really, weird situations that weren't ideal and conducive to success for them. Now, they did some good things, they did some bad things, but it's just a small sample size and an offense that's not built around their skill set, right? That skill set, they have a very different skill set from Frank Harris, and our offense and what our team was used to running is stuff that is in favor of a quarterback like a Frank Harris. So when you just throw these guys in the mix in the middle of the season who's not getting first-team reps with some of these guys, they don't have time to build chemistry, so on and so forth. So, but what I'll say is, although the team has kind of spoken that, like, hey, you know what, Eddie, Owen McCown's going to be our guy, but Eddie Lee is our guy also. What we're going to see is, like, the ball sort of is in McCown's court. He'll lead the runners out on August the 31st. If he plays well, he'll start game 2. If he plays well against Texas State, he'll probably lock in that starting role pretty securely, but he's going to have to maintain really solid play against both of those teams. He's going to get a pass against University of Texas, and when we play HCU, that game should almost be a tune-up, to be completely honest. So those first 2 games, if McCown plays well, he's going to be our guy. But he's got to get through those first 2 games with relatively high play with some consistency, 100%. But if that does not happen, then you're going to see Eddie Lee Marburger. So if he, like, for example, and I don't want to speak this into existence, so I'm going to knock on wood, but if he were to go out and stink up the joint against Kennesaw State, well, we're going to see Eddie Lee Marburger. You know why? Because the battle is so close and the sample size is still relatively light, right? So I hope that whoever that we start with just, does really well and go. But I just hope we solve that issue game one, right? Whether it's Eddie Lee, like let's say, for example, you could see a scenario where one guy comes out or McCown has a bad first half against Kennesaw. They're probably going to start Eddie Lee in a second. I think we're in a situation like that, but hopefully whoever comes out of that game leading into Texas State, once we go in and beat them, hopefully we have our guy. We're not doing this quarterback flopping thing all throughout the year. But I will say don't be surprised if you see it a little bit in the first couple of games because you got to figure it out. Coaches got to have some latitude to figure that out. But I don't think it's something that we're going to carry into conference. So anyway, there's a lot more stuff to talk about into some of the other interesting bits and pieces, especially in that secondary position. There's a lot to talk about there in terms of what we're signaling with the single digits and all of that type of stuff. So I'll get into that on tomorrow's live chat. So make sure you guys are tuned in and locked in for that. If you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. I would love to hear from you guys about this situation to tell me if I'm crazy or, tell me if you guys agree. So drop some comments to the video and then also like the video so more UTSA supporters can join the community and we can continue to rock the boat as the season goes. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's Thursday, August 15th. Can't wait to see you guys there. Peace out.